Hello, everybody. I wanted to talk today about the burgeoning relationship and the dynamics that build between Maurice and Clive. So, for the reading, we came across a passage on page 73, and this is in the midst of a chapter that captures Clive's consciousness. It's kind of a shift from the other chapters, which tend to focus on Maurice's thinking. And this is when the two are still at Cambridge, and of course Clive professes his love to Maurice, and Maurice responds with, "Oh rot! Don't be silly. You're one Englishman and I another." And this causes a divide between the two that lasts for a while until Maurice comes back to Clive and professes his love for him. So on page 73, I want to look at this passage. During those 3 weeks, Clive altered immensely and was beyond the reach of argument when Hall, good blundering creature, came to his room to comfort him, tried this and that without success, and vanished in a gust of temper. "Oh, go to hell, it's all you're fit for." Never a truer word, but hard to accept from the beloved. Clive's defeat increased. His life had been blown to pieces, and he felt no inward strength to rebuild it and clear out evil. His conclusion was, "Ridiculous boy. I never loved him. I only had an image I made up in my polluted mind, and may God help me to get rid of it." But it was this image that visited his sleep and caused him to whisper its name. Maurice. Clive. "Hall," he gasped, fully awake. Warmth was upon him. "Maurice, Maurice, Maurice. Oh, Maurice. I know. Maurice, I love you. I you." They kissed, and scarcely wishing it. Scarcely wishing it. Then Maurice vanished as he had come through the window. So in a bit of sort of romantic flurry, right? Maurice climbs up into Clive's window to kiss him and to profess his love for him. So, of course, this precedes the scene where they get on the motorbike and break down, and then Maurice is called out by the dean and refuses to apologize and is sent down from Cambridge, which means essentially that he's expelled or temporarily suspended. And from there, the relationship between Clive and Maurice develops. They kind of move in and out of intimacy with one another. They exchange letters. They have their Wednesdays together. They eventually finish Cambridge, right, and start with their professional careers. And one of the major conflicts is that Clive is, we discover, to inherit an estate called Penge. And this means that he is going to have to marry a woman and have a male heir himself, who will continue on the possession of this land. This comes to be a major source of tension between Clive and Maurice. Maurice continues absolute in his love for Clive, but Clive seems to, shift this way and that. And before Clive starts out for a trip to Greece, the two have one last night together. And I want to read this paragraph on 113. Clive generally enjoyed his metaphysics, but this time he went on, to forget everything, even happiness. Happiness, a casual tickling of someone or something against oneself, that's all. Would that we had never been lovers, for then, Maurice, you and I should have lain still and been quiet. We should have slept. Then had we been at rest with kings and counselors of the earth, which built desolate places for themselves. What on earth are you talking about? Maurice responds. And, we can see Clive starting to pull away here.